Hi, welcome to my very first IGTV video. I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how I did my goddess braids. There really is no need for this tutorial because I make a YouTube video, type video, without actually committing to a full-on YouTube channel. So yeah, if you want to see how I got my goddess braids, keep watching. Okay, so I recorded like the first part of me doing like the very back of my hair, but just because I was really trying to concentrate and I couldn't see and it was like really difficult, I didn't speak. So I just thought I would come in here and explain to you guys what I'm doing. I'm using the rubber band method, and basically what you're doing is lining the hair, like I'm not even explaining. So okay, so you're like parting the hair. And then you're splitting the parts into, depending on how big you want your braids pattern to be. You're going to go ahead and split the parts. I'm going to try to do maybe 50 to 60 braids. I don't know how many I have right now at the moment, but yeah, I'm going to try to do 50 to 60. When you kind of get like higher up on your head, it's a lot easier. The only thing that you really need a mirror for, to concentrate for, is to try and make your lines neat. But everything else is pretty easy and you can do like without a mirror. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing because I don't know if the camera is at like a good angle. Yes? Do you need to go toilet? Okay, yeah. And then I'm just going to continue like that around my whole head. So I am finished. I have done all the parts that I need to do. I didn't actually count how many I was going to count, and then I just wasn't bothered. So I didn't count how many. But what I just wanted to quickly tell you is, because I didn't have like, I'm doing goddess braids by the way, I don't know if I mentioned that. Because I didn't have the hair that they use for goddess braids, like the curly hair that they put at the bottom, I had to improvise and make my own curly hair. So what I did was I got a flexi rod and I just wrapped the hair that I'm using around it, and I dipped it in some hot water and I just unraveled it, and basically it gave me like more or less the exact same curl as it would have, as if I had bought it in the shop. But the only thing with doing it like this is when you start to pull this hair apart, it is 110% going to frizz. It's gonna frizz, well, like whether you like it or not, it's 100% going to frizz. So to kind of combat the frizz a little bit, you can kind of see it kind of like frizzing already. To combat the frizz a little bit, I'm gonna use some mousse. I'm gonna put the mousse on my hand. I'm gonna put some oil on my hand and I'm gonna split it apart. No, no, this is exactly what I didn't want to happen. Okay, gently pull it apart, and just to kind of get rid of the frizz a little bit, I'm going to rub the mousse on it. Yeah. Another thing I wanted to quickly show you guys is whenever I'm doing braids, I always prep my hair just for like a faster like braiding process. I always prep the hair. That's the curly hair I'm going to use for the ends, and I have about 60 I think about 60 here on the clothes horse. The hair in, this probably won't be new to anybody at all because I'm sure everyone has already seen braids being put in, or you've gotten braids yourself. But anyways, okay, we have two sides. This side I'm going to hold together as one. This side I'm going to split into two. Put my finger in the middle like this, and I'm going to wrap it around this. The part that's in the bobbin, I'm going to wrap it around. And while I'm going around, the part that I have split into two, I'm going to like add it to this part, my actual hair. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just going to show you guys what you can watch because I don't know what I'm saying. Yep. yeah, I don't know if you were able to see me do that or not. They're not perfect, they're never perfect. I'm not professional and I don't really care because I don't really wear my braids for that long. So the last thing really for me to show you guys is how I put in the curly hair at the end. Okay, so depending on how thick or how thin your curly hair is, depending on how you split it or the one that you buy in the shop, we can go ahead and add the curly hair right into the middle here, like the middle one, and just braid normally as you would, and the middle, the curly hair kind of stays there. We're gonna keep braiding that about 5 or 6 times. Yeah, we're gonna braid it about 5 or 6 times. Then what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna get one of the ends of the straight hair. You're gonna wanna tie a knot around where you stopped braiding. And make sure it's secure. To keep that on tightly, I'm just gonna add a little bit of super glue and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut all the straight hair off. Yeah, we're just gonna quickly cut all the pieces of straight hair off. Depending on how much straight hair you have left, actually you could probably leave it if you just have like a tiny bit that won't be noticeable. You could probably just leave it, but yeah, there you go. Super glue it, tie a knot, super glue it, cut the straight ends off, and then you have the curly hair. Yep. That's really all I have left to show you. I'm gonna finish the hair. I'm going to cut away the flyaways and I'm gonna be
hours later.